Hey fam, so today I'm gonna talk about how to journal consistently. I may have made a short video about this, but I wanted to make an elaborate video about this because journaling is just a huge part of my life, and doing it consistently is what lets me live, like, honestly. Okay, so let's break it down. Okay, so the first thing about if you have to journal consistently or do anything consistently is you have to make a promise to yourself saying that, oh my god, I'm gonna do it. I used to daily journal when I was in like the 7th grade, and then I used to get tired of it at night because I would just journal at night before I went to sleep. I would just get tired. I would be like, oh my god, I'll do it tomorrow, and then tomorrow never came, and then I'll write after like 15 days. I'll write like the whole thing, and I'll be like, I don't remember, and I'll remember. I'll write something which I'll remember of that day which happened 15 days ago, which I probably won't, right? And then I'll just stop journaling, and that happened in like 2023 too. But now I have been consistently daily journaling for almost 7 months. I started on January 4th of 2025, and today it is July 1st of 2025. So it's been like almost 7 months. Yeah, so here are some tips that I found useful to implement in my journaling that I would like to share with you guys. Okay, so let's start. The first thing is consistency, right? If you are gonna do something, you have to make a promise to yourself that I am gonna do this, no matter if it's journaling or studying or a new hobby that you picked up. You have to have the consistency in yourself. You have to make a promise to yourself that I am gonna do this no matter what, because I'm gonna do this. I have the confidence in myself, so you have to do that first. And before I used to write like at a particular time. I used to keep an alarm, and then I used to write. But now what I do is I just write whenever I feel like writing. Okay, I write in the morning, I write in the evening, I write in the breaks of my school. It's like I write whenever I find time, because not like whenever I find time, whenever I want to write, because like every day we process so many emotions, and processing it as a teenager might be a little difficult, especially if you have like hormonal imbalances and stuff. I don't guilty as sin for that. Okay, so if you have something like that, it's really hard to control of your emotions and all that you're feeling, and just be like, oh my god, everything is sunshine and rainbows. It's not, right? So you just have to bring it in yourself that I need to journal for my mental well-being, and you might start doing it. And the ways to like make your journaling time a little more interesting and something that you look forward to is putting on some music in the background, or some journaling content in the background. Like you could even put this video on the background. What I do for journaling is I put on Carrie Walker's video in the background, either her journaling videos or her just normal videos, like her moving out videos, anything. Carrie Walker is like literally amazing. She's the reason why I got into daily journaling. I'm not even joking. She is literally the best, and she just hit 100k, so yay! I am also a part of the journaling army, so I'm really proud of her. Okay, so you just have to like be consistent, and you don't have to set a time for yourself, but if you do, you have to stick with it. You can't just be like, oh my god, I'm so tired today, I'll just do it tomorrow. That's not gonna work, honey. You just have to do it today. Do it today or never, right? Have you heard of that? Because I have heard of that like several times. My mom was like singing this song about that, so it was like so annoying. But anyways, so like just set a time for yourself or don't. Okay, and you have to journal about the things that you feel, just not about like, oh my god, I woke up today, and then I had breakfast today, and then I was like, I went to school today, and I came back and I slept, and then I woke up, I had dinner, and then I'm writing this now, and then I'm gonna go and sleep. Good night. That's not gonna work, honey. Doing that is not gonna work. You have to write about, I woke up today, I was feeling really tired, and I had these instructions with my mother, and I did this, and I was like feeling really tired, so I took a hot shower to relieve it, and the hot shower was so soothing. And school, you can write about what you thought of school, because we're not just processing one emotion at a time, we're processing several emotions at a time as a teenager or as an adult. But at this phase of life you are processing a lot. When you're under a lot of stress, you'll maybe processing a lot, and writing it down and processing it through writing helps you not have an emotional breakdowns, panic attacks, anxiety attacks. Those are all real, honey, and it hurts a lot. Okay, you can even write about your heartbreaks or breakup or whatever you're going through. You just have to write and you instantly feel better about it. And one thing is, just don't listen to some sad songs while you're journaling. It's like, if you're sad and you want to get all those emotions out, it's fine, but if you're gonna write about something happy, then just don't put on a sad song, because if you put on a sad song, then you're gonna be sad and you're gonna write about more and more sad things. And so just consistency is what is required, right? And one more thing about what not to do in journaling is, what I personally do is, if some entries are like really bad, like really things that I don't want to recall ever, and I just wrote them to get them out of my system. For example, a fight that I might have had with my parents, or a fight which I might have had with my friends, or a terrible date that I had, or something that really broke me. I mean, I don't want to read back on all that, right, in the future. I mean, a future is supposed to be something that I am a best version of myself, and I don't want to read all those and get back into that negative energy. So what I do is, I put on top of the entry, I put like the margin of the entry, the top of it, I just put like do not read. So those entry I like never ever read it back again, because those entry I just don't want to get back those feels again. Of course, if I want to, I will, and if I want to know what happened that day, if I don't remember the details, I will look back at it, honey, because it is my writing. But is some incidents I really don't want to recall it, I do that. So you can do that too. It's like a really good thing when it comes to journaling. And one more problem in like Indian households, if you journal, is I have this with my parents who they're like, why are you always writing in the diary? You're always writing wrong things about us, and like you're only gonna read back into it and be like, oh my god, my parents were so terrible, my life is so dark and all that. So like, and before and all, my parents used to like try to sneak into my diary, get a peek in my diary, and they'll be like, oh my god, what are you writing, show it to me. Or if you're writing something that we cannot see, then you're not supposed to write it or talk about it. Yes honey, you can, but like whatever. So it's like really hard. So one, if you can do, is if your parents are like sort of understanding, which mine thankfully were, I just told them that like, I need my privacy and you cannot look into my journal. Or yeah, I just told them, and they were like, fine, they don't look into my journal anymore. But if your parents are not like that, I highly recommend you not getting a proper journal for journaling. I suggest you to get like note, which you like classworks and all, you write in it, and like those classmate notes, or like Camlin notes, or whatever that you find in your local stationery shop. Get that, and like just journal in the middle pages of it, and tear the pages and keep them safe, either in the loft area. You can see right over there where I'm pointing, yeah, over there. You can keep it in there or something. But if your parents are not meant to, like, if you cannot keep it safe, or you can just digital journal and add a lock in it, or if your parents might find that too. You just have to be really careful, honey, because if your parents get a hold of a diary, it's going to be really tough for you to come out of it, because you write your most intimate feelings in a diary. And if you're writing a diary, that's the whole point of it, writing your most intimate feelings. And if you're not writing your most intimate feelings in a diary, being scared of your parents, there's no point of writing it, honey. So just keep it safe, okay? Just like literally, like on God, just keep it safe, okay? And that's like a thing that I wanted to say, okay? And then you just have the discipline, and like was this one thing I do which makes me like really look forward to journaling, is like adding color to my journal. I add color every day. Like some days I don't, because I'm like really tired, but I just write a whole page, okay? But adding a color and like fine lining it outside, and it's all like, it gets me to the mood of journaling. It's like wow, journaling type of thing. So you could do that too. So yeah, that's all for today. Please, if you're seeing this video, do let me know what I need to improve in my videos. I know there's a lot said, and I know I'm not talking properly in this video because I'm like really tired. I'm really sorry about that. But yeah, fellas, see you in the next video. Until that, bye bye.